Last we completed problems on Planck's constant. And today we are going to discuss about the Bohr's atomic model. Okay. Bohr's atomic model. Bohr's atomic model. In Bohr's atomic model, first we have to know about some important points to remember some important points. Important points. In important points, the first one is Bohr's model is applicable only. Bohr's model is applicable only. Bohr's model is applicable only for single electron. Applicable only for single electron species. Single electron species like hydrogen and helium plus and lithium plus 2, etc. This Bohr's model applicable for only single electrons, single electron atoms. Bohr's model is based on, and here the Bohr's model is based on particle nature of electron. Particle nature of electron. Bohr's model is based on particle nature of electron. And here we have to remember some formulas, that is Coulombic force. This explanation will come in physics. Coulombic force. The Coulombic force equal to K Q1 and Q2 by R square. Coulombic force is nothing but the attraction or repulsion force between two atoms. This Q1 and Q2 is nothing but the attraction or repulsion force. Attraction or repulsion force. Repulsion force. R is nothing but distance. And where K is a constant, Nana. Coulombic constant that equal to 9 into 10 to the power of 9 Newton meter square by Coulomb square. Is the constant value. So there we have to remember the Coulombic force is K Q1 Q2 by R square. And one more important formula to remember, centrifugal force. Centrifugal force. Centrifugal force is nothing but repulsion force towards nucleus and atom. For example, this is atom and it contains nucleus and the electrons are revolving around the nucleus. Between this, attraction force and repulsion force both are there. So the centrifugal force is nothing but repulsion force. When repulsion force equal to attraction force in a normal atom. So the centrifugal force equal to mv square by r. Centrifugal force equal to mv square by r. And one more important formula, angular momentum. Actually, angular momentum. Angular momentum. Angular momentum formula mvr. mvr. These formulas you have to remember to understand Bohr's atomic model and its applications. The first one is Coulombic force and next one is centrifugal force mv square by r, and angular momentum value is nothing, angular momentum is nothing but mvr, angular momentum. And the rotation of electrons around the nucleus. Okay, this is Coulombic force K into Q1 Q2 by R square, and this is centrifugal force mv square by r, and this one angular momentum mvr. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the Bohr's atomic model, important postulates, important points. I am removing this one. Coulombic force, centrifugal force, angular momentum. Coulombic force, centrifugal force, and angular momentum. And next one, keep the heading, important postulates of Bohr's model. Important postulates of Bohr's model. Important postulates of Bohr's model. In this, the first one, and the first postulate we can write here. So in this first one, atom has a nucleus. Atom has a nucleus. Atom has a nucleus where all protons and neutrons are present. Where all protons and neutrons are present. Neutrons are present. The size of nucleus is very small. The size of nucleus. The size of nucleus is very small. The size of nucleus is very small, and it is present at the center of the atom. Center of the atom. And actually this Bohr's atomic model also it concluded based on Rutherford model only. Rutherford what he told, atom is a spherical shape. Most of the atom contains empty space. The nucleus concentrated at the center point, it contains protons. Okay, same also, all atom has a nucleus where all protons and neutrons are present in this. So this is the atom's and nucleus. It's having electrons and protons both. Oh, sorry, protons and neutrons. And the size of the nucleus is very small. It is present in the center of the atom. Okay, now. And one more he told about the negatively particles. Just explanation after we'll write the list points. The negatively charged particles, the electrons are revolving around the nucleus like planets are revolving around the sun. What who told this one? Rutherford. Here, the electrons are revolving around the nucleus in fixed circular manner. And for example, here this is shells atom. The electrons are revolving around the nucleus in fixed circular manner. No need to write this one. Amma. In fixed circular manner. This is called orbits or shells. అంటే రుదర్ఫర్డ్ ఏం చెప్పిండు ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ న్యూక్లియస్ చుట్టూ తిరుగుతాయి లైక్ ప్లానెట్స్ ఆర్ రివాల్వింగ్ అరౌండ్ ద సన్ అంతే. ఇక్కడ ఇతను ఏం చెప్పిండు దట్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఆర్ రివాల్వింగ్ అరౌండ్ ద న్యూక్లియస్ ఇన్ ఫిక్స్డ్ సర్క్యులర్ మేనర్. ఇష్టం ఉన్నట్టు కాకుండా ఒక సర్క్యులర్ మేనర్ లో తిరుగుతాయి. That circular manner is called orbits or shell. Okay. And when the revolving electron absorb its energy, if revolving electron absorb its energy, it will go from lower energy level to higher energy level. And when the revolving electron emits its energy, emission is nothing but releasing. It will come back from higher energy level to lower energy level. When the revolving electron absorbs its energy, it will go from lower energy level to higher energy level. When it emits its energy, it will come back from higher to lower. And that means higher energy level E2 and lower energy level E1. That equal to the energy is calculated by using Planck's constant, h nu. Okay. And angular momentum also quantized. And the electron revolving angular momentum will be quantized. That value already we know. The MVR. MVR equal to NH by 2 pi. 2 pi. Okay. Here pi is a constant and H also constant, Planck's constant. And where N is N, that is shell number. It may be integers. It may be positive shell numbers, that it may be 1 or 2, 3, etc. Okay. So these he explained the Bohr's atomic model. Actually, the electrons are revolving around the nucleus with fixed circular manner are called orbits or shells. These orbits or shells associate some energy. It will have the some energy. That's why this is called stationary orbits also. And when the revolving electron absorbs its energy, it will go from lower energy level to higher energy level. When the revolving electron emits its energy, it will come back from higher to lower energy level. Okay. Is it completed this first postulate? Atom has a nucleus. Atom has a nucleus where all protons and neutrons are present. అంటే ఆటమ్ లోపల న్యూక్లియస్ ఉంటుంది. అందులో ఏమేమి ఉంటాయి? ప్రోటాన్స్ అండ్ న్యూట్రాన్స్ రెండు ఉంటాయి. And the size of the nucleus is very small and it is present of the center of the atom. Present at center of the atom. తెలుసు కదా ఇప్పుడు సైజ్ ఆఫ్ ది న్యూక్లియస్ తక్కువ ఉంటుంది, ఖచ్చితంగా సెంటర్లోనే ఉంటుంది. దిస్ ఈజ్ ఫస్ట్ పాస్టులేట్. And write down about the second postulate. Write down second postulate. That is negatively charged electrons. Negatively charged electrons. Negatively charged electrons revolve around the nucleus. Revolves around the nucleus. Revolves around the nucleus in the same way as the planets In the same way, as the planets revolves around the sun, planets revolves around the sun. Same ante తిరుగుతాయి around the sun. And one more, the path of electron is circular. The path of electron, the path of electron is circular. The path of electron is circular. And next, the attraction force or repulsion force. Attraction force write down here. The attraction force that is Coulombic or electrostatic force. Attraction force anna Coulombic, this is U amma, COULOMBIC, Coulombic or electrostatic force between nucleus and electron, between nucleus and electron is equal to the centrifugal force on electron, equal to the centrifugal force and repulsion force amma, equal to the centrifugal force on electron. Centrifugal force on electron. Write down this up to here. Amma simple. But electrons are revolving around the nucleus with 6 circular paths. The nucleus is all atoms has the nucleus where the protons and neutrons are present in this. The nucleus is very small compared to an atom. And negatively charged particles are revolving around the nucleus like planets are revolving around the sun, but it's revolving around the nucleus in fixed circular paths. Okay, na? The path of electron is a circular. And next, the attraction force and if electron ki attraction force ఉంటుంది, that is called electrostatic force or Coulombic force, that equal to centrifugal force is nothing but repulsion force. అంటే అట్రాక్షన్ ఫోర్స్ ఎంత అయితే ఉంటుందో రిపల్షన్ ఫోర్స్ కూడా అంతే ఉంటుంది. ఓకేనా? The attraction force equal to repulsion force, centrifugal force. I am removing this one. Next point. Shall I remove? The next one, in this one only, not completed this. Attraction force towards nucleus equal to centrifugal force away from the nucleus. That means attraction force towards nucleus, equal to centrifugal force away from the nucleus. Centrifugal force away from the nucleus. The attraction force towards nucleus equal to centrifugal force away from the nucleus. Okay. And next, third postulate. Third one. Here, electron can revolve only. Electron can revolve only. Electron can revolve only in those orbits. Only in those orbits in which angular momentum in which angular momentum in which angular momentum mvr angular momentum mvr of electron is angular momentum of electron is integral multiple of integral multiple of h by 2 pi. Integral the revolving electron angular momentum integral multiple of h by 2 pi. And that means here we can write this one. mvr angular momentum equal to what is this? mvr that equal to nh by 2 pi. mvr equal to nh by 2 pi and that equal to nh. nh by 2 pi and where n equal to h by 2 pi. ఇక్కడ where n అంటే దీని వాల్యూ మనం క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయడానికి we are using nh by 2 pi that equal to nh అంటే n equal to h by 2 pi value. There n is nothing but n is equal to positive integer number. Positive integer number. Positive integer number that is n maybe 1 2 3 4 etc. and h Planck's constant. H we know that is Planck's constant. Planck's constant and pi also constant. Pi also constant. So that means here the angular momentum values, angular momentum can have values angular momentum can have values such as such as h by 2 pi అంటే n వాల్యూ 1 అయింది అనుకో అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది such as h by 2 pi. If n value 2, 2h by 2 pi. If n value 3, 3h by 2 pi. If n value 4, 4h by 2 pi, etc. But cannot have fractional values, such as 1.5 h by 2 pi or 1.2 h by 2 pi or 0.5 h by 2 pi. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏంది ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఇంటీజర్ పాజిటివ్ ఇంటీజర్స్ లో ఉంటాయి కానీ ఫ్రాక్షనల్ వాల్యూస్ లో ఉండవు యాంగులర్ మొమెంటం వాల్యూస్. ఓకే, so their angular momentum, the electron can be revolve only in those orbits in which angular momentum is quantized. We can say this one angular momentum mvr electron is integral multiple of h by 2 pi. mvr equal to nh by 2 pi, that equal to nh, that means nh by 2 pi, where the n values are integer numbers 1 2 3 and h is a Planck's constant, pi is a pi also constant. Okay na? And next fourth postulate, I am removing this one. Fourth postulate. The orbits in which electron can electron can revolve are known as stationary orbits. అంటే ఎలక్ట్రాన్ ఏ ఆర్బిట్ లో అయితే రివాల్వ్ అవుతుందో ఆర్బిట్స్ ఏమంటాం మనం స్టేషనరీ ఆర్బిట్స్ అంటాం. Because in this orbits energy of electron in this orbit energy of electron is always constant. Okay, and next fifth postulate. Fifth one, each stationary orbit is associated with with definite amount of energy. Definite amount of energy. Therefore, these orbits also called. Therefore, these orbits also called. Therefore, these orbits also called as energy levels. Called as energy levels and are numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or K, L, M, N, O from the nucleus outwards. From the nucleus outward. Nucleus outward. Outwards. For example, this is the nucleus, the electrons are revolving around the nucleus in fixed circular paths. These paths are called orbits or shells. Okay, these orbits or shells are called stationary orbits. It associates some energy. That's why the electron is always constant when the revolving in the stationary orbits. And each orbit amount of energy. It's having amount of energy. So these orbits are represented as KL, L, M, N are 1, 2, KLMN are 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Okay. Is it clear, everyone? Copy this one. Next, sixth postulate. Sixth one. Shall I remove this? Okay, till any doubts regarding this up to here? You can ask your doubts. Remaining class will continue tomorrow. No?
No, sir.
Is it clear concept, everyone? From here, it's very,
Yes,
very
sir.
important. ఇక్కడ నుంచి మనకు అన్ని న్యూమరికల్స్ తర్వాత స్టార్ట్ అవుతాయమ్మా, ఎందుకంటే చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ బోర్స్ అటామిక్ మోడల్. అప్ టు బోర్స్ మోడల్ ఈజీ ఓన్లీ. ఇక్కడ నుంచి మనకు అప్లికేషన్స్, డెరివేషన్స్ కొంచెం డిఫికల్ట్ ఉంటాయి. వీ హ్యావ్ టు రిమెంబర్ సో మెనీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఫార్ములాస్ లైక్ కొలంబిక్ ఫోర్స్. కొలంబిక్ ఫోర్స్ ఫార్ములా ఎట్లా గుర్తుపెట్టుకున్నామో అట్లా కూడా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలా.